Hey there, good afternoon everybody. Ryan here at the Trawf. Got a real quick evening meal for you tonight. I'm going to go ahead and make some Belgian waffles that we're going to top with cream cheese, peaches, and a raspberry sauce. So this is a recipe that we picked up from some friends of ours a number of years ago when they were hosting us on a vacation. It's something that my wife and I have made periodically. It never disappoints. You know, if you're really pinched for time, using frozen waffles is totally acceptable. Generally speaking, I like to make them from scratch. I think that's generally pretty easy anyway. I like Martha Stewart's recipe for waffles, Belgian waffles, and throw them right in the waffle iron. They come together really excellent. So watch how quickly this comes together. It just takes the waffle game to a new level. So look forward to sharing this one with you. Would love to hear your comments and feedback down below. Welcome to the Trawf. All right, so we're going to quickly run through the ingredients list here. I'll put this down in the description below, a link to the to Martha Stewart's recipe. But you quick Google search of Martha Stewart easy waffles, and you'll come to the same conclusion. Now, as you know, I'm a family guy, so I'm feeding 5 of us. So I went ahead and doubled the recipe. That's why it looks a little heavy here. But essentially what we're starting out with real quickly is just 2 cups of regular all-purpose flour. We've got 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, 4 eggs, 2 cups of milk, and a stick of butter. We're going to go ahead and melt that butter down in the microwave to get that ready, and we'll start bringing this together. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start putting this together. I got my good assistant here, Lucas, going to help me assemble these little rascals. So we're going to start out by adding in the sugar. Add the sugar in, buddy.
Add the sugar.
Put it right in the bowl.
Put it right in the bowl.
Dump it in there. Good. And then we're also going to add the baking powder right away. Okay, so dump in this one.
Dump in that one.
Go ahead and dump it right in the middle. Good. All right. And now we're just going to go ahead and take a whisk and just whisk these up just to combine. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and set the dry ingredients aside and start assembling the wet ingredients. So we're going to go ahead and add these 4 eggs right in the bowl.
These add in the bowl. Add in the bowl.
Okay. And we're going to whisk those together nice and light-like. All right, so now that we got the eggs mixed up a little bit here, we'll go ahead and stir in the milk so those combine. Can you stir that up for me, Lucas? All right, so you want to be careful when you're microwaving your butter that it does not explode all over the place. If it does, get it cleaned up before you get in trouble. Perfect. Good job, buddy. All right, now we'll go ahead and combine the wet to the dry.
That's the butter.
All right, so now we've got the butter melted. I went to plan B and used the stove to melt it down. And then Lucas, if you'll just stir for me while we add the butter. Okay. We'll get that mixed in just till it's combined. All right, we went ahead and got our batter all prepared. Now we're going to go ahead and get ready for warming up the toppings. So again, we're just going to take a little bit of raspberry preserves here. This is kind of an estimation, so you know, I don't know if this is maybe about a half a cup. And we're just going to start warming that up on low heat. All right, we just want that to kind of start to break down. We can always thin it out with just a little bit of water to get it to a consistency of a thick syrup. Additionally, on the stove, I went ahead and opened up a can of peaches, and we got that just warming up again over gentle, low heat. We just want to bring those together so they're nice and warm. It makes us ready for service. All right, so the waffle iron is beeped. That means it's ready to go. I like to go ahead and set it for crispy. I think that works well. Again, you want to kind of do it however works best for your waffle iron. We'll go ahead and unlock it. We take our prepared batter and we'll use about 1/2 cup per waffle. Let's go ahead and pour that in there. This is a non-stick waffle iron. It works pretty well, so we're going to go ahead and not be too worried about spraying these down. we'll go ahead and close it up and let them bake. All right, so back over here at the stove. This is just the raspberry preserves or raspberry jam, whatever you have on hand, just coming down on its own. It's actually pretty thin without having added any water at all. I am going to add maybe, oh, I don't know, maybe just a teaspoon or something, just to thin it out just a little bit as it continues to warm. All right, so I went ahead and got the waffles out of the waffle maker, and I've go ahead and put on just a little bit of cream cheese. All right, we'll come over here with those peaches, which are now nice and warm. Using a slotted spoon because you want to get as much of that juice off of there as you can. Make those waffles kind of soggy. And again, like the cream cheese, you want to put on just about however many you like. 3 or 4 or 5. You can add a few more to the edge if you want. Then, in true Martha Stewart fashion, I remember one thing she says all the time is to really gild the lily, and so what we've done is made this real simple raspberry sauce, and we're just going to drizzle that right over the top of these.
Oh, that's going to be good. It's going to be good.
And so there you have it. A really quick, easy way to church up waffles and make an extra special treat for your family. Again, using the link down below, check out Martha Stewart's posting for easy waffles. Warm up a can of peaches, put on a little cream cheese, top it off with some thinned out raspberry preserves, and I promise you, you'll not be disappointed. Thanks everybody for watching, and I hope you'll give this recipe a try. Like always, we appreciate your support and love to have you come along on this journey with us. So go ahead and like this post, share it with your friends, and go ahead and subscribe to our channel. We'd love to have you come along and see what we got cooking next. Again, this is Ryan from the Trawf. I appreciate you all, and we'll see you next time. Thanks so much for watching.